This is a presentation for the 21st Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year A. The materials you need will be the Apostles, taken from the Cenacle characters, and Jesus, who's this time taken from the Gospel characters kit, and a country setting of your choice. The other thing are the magnet maps. So the words to know that you'd introduce to the children ahead would be Caesarea Philippi, and to explain to them that it's a city about 40 kilometers away from the Sea of Galilee. There we go. And that's very good to introduce the maps as often as you can to get them to understand the distances and the places that Jesus traveled to. Another word is rebuke. It's to express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone. The word Christ, it means the anointed one. And that was important for the Jews because the Jews were expecting a king of the line of David who would deliver Israel, and they used to call him the anointed one. The Son of Man is another title that's there. Jesus often used that title to refer to himself, and he used it actually 82 times in the New Testament, it's recorded. The name Peter, it's an opportunity because Peter's coming up this week and he's coming up next week. The name that Jesus gave to Simon was at this moment. Simon became Peter. And it's derived from a Greek word, Petros, which means rock. The presentation goes like this. In this Sunday's Gospel reading, Jesus asks, "So who do people say I am?" And Simon Peter answers on behalf of the apostles. Let's hear what this leads to. It gives Jesus an opportunity actually to tell us something really important. Let's see if you can work out what that is. And this reading is taken from Matthew's Gospel, as have most of the readings these past few weeks. Here we have Jesus. And then be aware of moving the fingers as is appropriate. When Jesus went into the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" And they replied, "Some say John the Baptist. Others say Elijah. And still others, one of the prophets." But Jesus said, "Who do you say I am?" Simon Peter replied, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." And Jesus said to him in reply, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for flesh and blood have not revealed this to you, but my heavenly Father. So I say to you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. That's to indicate that they're talking to each other. These are pretty big words. "And the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." So then you have the time for clarifying, wondering, pondering. And I've changed the wording a little bit in the booklet for this week because of that, because some of these things have to be more unpacked for the children than others. And this is a big passage. So adjust the wondering according to the age of the children and their understanding. And that's something only you can judge. So here are some of the possibilities. I wonder why Jesus asked the question, who do people say I am? I wonder why Jesus chose the name Peter, rock, for Simon. I wonder what the words, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it, means. I wonder what the words, I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, mean. So there are a good number of big questions there, and you'll probably want to unpack them for yourself ahead in order to be able to do some wandering, a little bit of wandering, not too much, but a little bit of wandering out loud for the children. One of the words that may need to be unpacked a bit more is the word netherworld.